Welcome back, everybody. February 23rd, 2021, 9:38 a.m. And we got to talk about this term being thrown around in the weather world, Pineapple Express. And I got to say, CNN used this to their advantage, and we will get to that in a second. But first, let's go over the basics. And what the basics are is that a Pineapple Express is a weather term actually coined in the 70s. I actually thought it was a lot more new than that, but theory has it, and it does make sense. A meteorologist in Seattle in the 70s was the one to first coined the term Pineapple Express. And yes, if you're even close to my age, whenever we hear the term Pineapple Express, the first thing we think of is the Stoner movie. Absolutely hilarious film that came out in 2008 starring Seth Rogen and James Franco. Just a super hilarious movie. And now we have the weather term Pineapple Express. Obviously the weather term coming first, and the reason for it is probably a little more simple than you thought. In fact, we're going to use this graphic for multiple reasons today, and one of them happens to be the naming of Pineapple Express, and it's actually not as complicated as you might think. In fact, it kind of threw me off how simple the concept was, and that's just because the water vapor trail that usually comes more of a direct line from the outer bands of Alaska and then swooping down as a low pressure system into the west coast, this time it dips all the way down over Hawaii, giving it that pineapple reference and then flowing as an atmospheric river straight to Washington, Oregon, and even California. So just as the Northeast has the significant nor'easters, the West Coast has this new, and when I say new, I mean a new measuring system, not the term Pineapple Express, but the way we measure these atmospheric rivers in the West Coast has a new system involved with it. And as I said before, this system is new, but the atmospheric river is not. You can see in some of these pictures, this picture being from 2017. If we scroll down here, we got another one from 2015 in December. We can get even farther back to the 90s. Here's a picture from 1996 in January. So it doesn't matter the month, it doesn't matter the year. Atmospheric rivers and the Pineapple Express term has been around for a long time and just now has a measurement system in place for it. So here it is right here. 1 through 5 are the categories, and it's based on a 24-hour measurement of water vapor. And this system was introduced in 2019 in the month of February, and it is called the AR-CAT scale. This wording here may be a little boring to some of you, but to sort of explain in technical terms what this is measuring, here we go. The AR-CAT scale, which categorizes each atmospheric river event at a given location by the peak value of integrated water vapor. That's the measurement of water vapor, and the duration. So it's water vapor compared to time of minimal AR conditions, AR meaning atmospheric river. And all of this is a scale to characterize the strength and impacts of atmospheric rivers, BAMS, from February 2019. But one thing we notice, even in any of these images, whether it's 2015, 97, it's still the same type of image. Just like the nor'easter has that 9 shape, the symbol, that very distinctive tail and the shape of a 9 we see in the Northeast, the West Coast has its own shape for us to look for to determine the atmospheric rivers. And you can see that right there, that straight line, very definitive line that shoots right into the West Coast. One thing I find super interesting about this is that there's a way to tell about 5, 7, even 10 days out whether or not we're going to see an atmospheric river. I'm sure it's hard to determine the strength of it. That's why we have the category system. But this one in particular has hit headlines, including CNN, which is something you just don't see every day. So I'm not sure if that was some sort of joke reference to the movie Pineapple Express, or if it's just something they're taking advantage of to get more weather in the news. Either way, I gotta say, this is pretty clever stuff. All right, my friends, I do plan on doing a lot more research into this weather phenomenon here, but for now, what we need to do is look out for the signs. We can kind of see what's going on before these take place. We can certainly see what these signs look like when they're going on, which is continuing today. It's kind of wrapping up today, which puts the landslide and avalanche risks in this area at an all-time high for this week at least. So it's not that these terms that CNN's putting out are false, it's just very interesting how they are wording it. Please feel free to jump in and comment below if you have any other information you know about these situations. In fact, looking at the chart now, I can kind of see something building up for the near future. This windy satellite here is showing the last 12 hours, so the atmospheric river is kind of right here now. It's kind of flowing down and weakening, but we see another huge buildup of moisture shooting out from south of Japan and then flowing over top of Hawaii, north of Hawaii, and now we're kind of building up here in the middle of the Pacific, with a center rotation about right here. We'll see what happens with this system in the near future. Really quick, my friends, I need to talk about the temperatures. We've had a very, very big help in the center of the country with rising temperatures. That includes parts of Texas. So many people just put out of their homes lately with these crazy weather systems we've had, and we're finally getting a little bit of relief as far as the warm weather goes. So with that said, my friends, that's all I got for you for today. If anything happens that we need to talk about, I will be back later. Please keep an eye on that avalanche and landslide situation in the Northwest. That is an ongoing situation. Not only that, but we've had some energy coming off the sun over the last couple days, and that energy is expected to hit today. Nothing to really fear. It's a common thing, but we get that solar wind, and it can sometimes cause seismic activity. So with that mixed with the moisture and all the saturation going on in the Northwest, better to be safe than sorry. My friends, it is now 10:09 a.m. Shout out to Canada. If you have not already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Every little bit helps. I will talk to you all very soon. Have a great day. It is February 23rd, 2021. Bye-bye.